It was a day like any other, or so Daniel thought. The morning had started quietly, the sun rising slowly behind the clouds, the streets buzzing with life as he left for work. He kissed his wife, Clara, on the cheek, hugged his 6-year-old daughter, Emily, and headed out the door. Everything looked normal, everything felt ordinary. But fate has a strange way of revealing truths when you least expect it. That evening, Daniel made a decision that would change his life forever. He left work early. The office had been slow, his boss had let him clock out ahead of time. Daniel thought it would be a sweet surprise, coming home early to spend more time with his family. He imagined Emily running into his arms, her laughter filling the house, and Clara smiling in delight to see him home before dinner. With a light heart he drove back, humming to the radio, completely unaware of the storm waiting behind his front door. The moment he stepped inside, something felt wrong. The house was too quiet. Usually, Emily's little voice would echo through the hallway, her toys scattered across the floor. But tonight silence lingered like a heavy fog. Daniel set his keys down and walked deeper inside, his heart beginning to race. That's when he heard it. A muffled sob, followed by a sharp, cold voice he recognized all too well. "Stop crying, Emily. Do you want to make me angry again?" Clara's words were harsh, stripped of the tenderness Daniel thought defined her. Daniel froze. His blood ran cold. Slowly he crept closer to Emily's room, where the sound was coming from. The door was slightly ajar, just enough for him to see inside. His eyes widened in horror. Clara was towering over Emily, her hand raised, her face twisted with frustration. Emily's little body trembled, tears streaming down her cheeks as she clutched her teddy bear tightly for comfort. For a moment, Daniel couldn't breathe. His wife, the woman he trusted, the mother of his child, was hurting their little girl. His world shattered in an instant. He had married Clara believing she was gentle, loving and kind, but the truth stood in front of him, undeniable and cruel. "Clara!" Daniel's voice roared through the room, startling both of them. Clara spun around, her face pale, her hand still mid-air. Emily's eyes lit up when she saw her father, as if salvation had finally arrived. She ran into his arms, burying her sobs in his chest. "What are you doing to her?" Daniel demanded, his voice trembling with fury. Clara stuttered, trying to gather excuses, but none could mask the truth. "Shush, she wouldn't listen, Daniel. She's spoiled. She needs discipline? Discipline." Daniel's eyes burned with tears and rage. "She's a child, Clara. Our child. You don't raise your hand against her. You don't break her spirit like this." The house erupted into chaos. Clara tried to justify herself, but Daniel knew nothing could explain away the sight of fear in Emily's eyes. That night, he made the hardest decision of his life. He told Clara to leave. He couldn't risk another moment of his daughter living in fear under the same roof. Clara's voice cracked, anger laced with desperation, but Daniel stood firm. Emily's safety mattered more than anything else. The days that followed were heavy. Daniel filed for custody, his heart aching with every court appointment, every document signed. Clara fought back, painting herself as misunderstood, but Daniel had evidence. He had seen it with his own eyes. And though the legal battle drained him, he never let Emily see his despair. For her, he smiled, cooked her favorite meals, read her bedtime stories, and held her close until she fell asleep. He promised her every night, "Daddy's here. You're safe now." But challenges still loomed. Emily carried scars, not the kind you could see, but the kind that lingered in her heart. She woke up crying from nightmares, flinched at sudden movements, and often asked Daniel, "Daddy, will you leave me too?" Those words pierced him like knives. He knew rebuilding her trust would take time, patience, and unconditional love. Slowly, Daniel worked to heal her. He took her to therapy, encouraged her to draw and express her feelings, and filled her days with moments of joy. They visited the park, baked cookies, and sang silly songs together. Little by little, Emily's laughter returned, fragile at first but growing stronger each day. Daniel learned that healing wasn't about pretending the pain never happened. It was about facing it, walking through it, and creating new, beautiful memories to replace the old ones. Months passed. Clara drifted out of their lives, consumed by her own bitterness. And though Daniel sometimes grieved the family he thought he had, he knew he made the right choice. He had protected Emily, and that was all that mattered. One evening, as they sat on the porch watching the sunset, Emily looked up at him with wide, innocent eyes. "Daddy, do you know why I love you?" she asked softly. Daniel smiled, brushing a strand of hair from her face. "Why, sweetheart?" because you never let me feel alone. Even when I was scared, you came for me." Tears welled in Daniel's eyes. In that moment, all the struggles, all the pain, felt worth it. He realized that love wasn't just about being present during the easy times. It was about showing up in the darkest hours, being the light when everything else seemed lost. The ending to their story wasn't perfect, but it was powerful. Daniel and Emily found strength in each other. Together, they built a home filled with safety, warmth, and trust. The past had tried to break them, but love stitched them back together, stronger than before. And here lies the message of this story: sometimes life reveals the harshest truths in the most unexpected ways. But courage, love, and determination can turn even the darkest moments into stories of hope and healing. Daniel's choice to stand up for his daughter proves that protecting the innocent is the most sacred duty of all. Friends, if this story touched your heart, I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe love and protection can truly heal even the deepest scars? I'd love to hear your opinions and experiences. And if you want to keep receiving more powerful, emotional stories like this one, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Be kind always. Let's spread kindness, love, and inspiration together.